'cause I love this land. It takes my breath away.
Welcome to Texas 10. I'm Melissa.
And I'm Steve. And for the past 5 years, we've explored Texas.
Well, I think today is our first episode to actually talk about a county seat.
All right, so which one out of the 254 counties should we start with?
I think we start with our hometown, Waco, Texas.
Waco, Texas. Okay, so what we're going to try and do is in 10 minutes, no more than 10 minutes, we're going to tell you the main things you need to know about Waco. And hopefully you'll be interested enough that you'll go to our website, texas10.com, or some of the social media we've got around that, and get all of the details about Waco and just how great it is.
You know, Steve, when people talk about Waco, they think it's that spot between Dallas and Austin.
It is that spot.
It is, and they think about only what they see when they drive down 35, but I'm here to tell you there is so much more to Waco.
Well, let's get into it. So Waco, just a little bit of history. The word Waco is a Anglicization of the Spanish Waco, H-U-A-C-O, which referred to the Wichita Indians that were the first settlers of Waco. And they were here because we've got great rivers in Waco. We have the Bosque and the Brazos, two of Texas's great rivers, run right through Waco, and that's where they made their encampment. When Stephen F. Austin came to Texas, he actually sent some scouts in the 1820s, and they reported back, and he decided to sort of leave things as they were. But in the 1840s, a man named Ross came to Waco, and he built the first house here. And he was also the father of somebody we'll learn about later, Sol Ross. Did you know that?
I did not know that we had a connection to Sol Ross right here in Waco.
Right. So here in Waco, you'll drive down Ross Avenue, and you'll know who Sol Ross was. He later became the governor of Texas. He's a famous Texan. And so that was when Waco got established. It really took off in the 1860s. I told you about the rivers. Those are hard to get across. We built the largest suspension bridge west of the Mississippi here in Waco.
And it's a beautiful bridge. It's one of the things that you honestly should go see. And there are these gorgeous bronze statues of cattle. It's like a cattle drive that went across the bridge. It's really very cool.
It's exactly like a cattle drive because we were the crossing for the famous Chisholm Trail. That's where they crossed the river here. And Waco took off because this was the spot, became a trade place where it took off. So that's a little bit of history of Waco. We're right in the center of Texas, both geographically and population-wise. We're close to Houston and Dallas and Austin and San Antonio. And so we're a thriving...
Well, metropolis.
Metropolis? I'm not sure about metropolis. We're a thriving city right now.
We are. And you know, I think it became the perfect place for us to be. We didn't move to Waco and think about this project, but now that we're here, we are so centrally located and we can take off on a weekend and see a different part of Texas. But today we're talking about Waco, so let's tell them some great things to do here.
Okay, so first of all, what do you think Waco's known for?
Chip and JoJo? Come on, Steve.
Chip and JoJo. We love Chip and Joanna here. If you come to Waco, they've got all of their silos stuff. They've got their new hotel, the 1928.
It is beautiful. I'm ready for a staycation. Haven't had it yet, but I have eaten at their restaurants. And they have a rooftop bar that is spectacular. And you can see the Alico building, and which is the biggest building in the skyline of Waco, but you can see all across the area and you can see the river. It's really beautiful.
Right, so that would be a good thing to do, obviously the silos. I will tell you that the restaurant in 1928 obviously isn't closed on the weekends or on Sundays, but Chip and Joanna, there are institutions, the silos, they're closed on Sundays, so you have to look for other things to do if you're here for a weekend. Thankfully, we've got them. What else is Waco known for?
Oh, you let it slip.
I let it slip.
Sick 'em Bears. We are known for Baylor University. It is the oldest running university in Texas, right?
It was chartered in 1845, actually in Independence, Texas. came to Waco in the 1870s or the 1880s. We're the largest Baptist university in the world. And in any town our size that's got a major university, you're a university town. And that brings a lot of great things. Baylor has associated with it some awesome museums.
Oh, the Mayborn Museum is really fantastic. I love to take children. I'm a principal of a school. We love partnering with the Mayborn. It's great.
Right. And then they're on campus. One of my favorites is the Texas Sports Hall of Fame. And that, I'm a sucker for the Old Southwest Conference.
Yes.
And if you want to know about Old Southwest Conference athletics, that's the place to go. We also have the Texas Rangers Hall of Fame.
The Dr. Pepper Museum.
Well, now that's another thing Waco is known for. Why is the Dr. Pepper here?
Oh, because there was a doctor. I don't know exactly the whole story. He knows the story better than I do.
Well, so there was a pharmacist that actually developed the formula for Dr. Pepper here in Waco. And Texans forever have associated Dr. Pepper and Waco.
And that's all well and good, but you need to learn how to make a Dr. Pepper float.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And here's a little side note. There's another soda that was developed in Waco. Do you know what that is?
Oh, Steve, you are really getting me today. I do not know.
Big Red was developed here in Waco.
I love Big Red.
Yes, and now the Dr. Pepper Company does most of the bottling and shipping of Big Red.
Well, there's other things to do other than museums in Waco. You know, there's actually becoming quite a good food scene.
The food scene is awesome here, but I would say we're really well known for our dives.
You know, George's, number one. You want some chicken fried steak, you go to George's.
Well, if you want the coldest beer in Texas, you go to George's.
You go to George's. There's like little ice on the top.
Right.
It's so
these
great.
big, thick goblets. It's called a Big O. The reason it's called a Big O is originally it was just Anheuser-Busch. It was just Budweiser. And that was in orange cans. And the Baylor students, who are Baptists and not supposed to be drinking, they had a code. They'd ask for a Big O, meaning a big orange. And that's how it became. Now you can get any sort of beer you want, but they're these big, thick goblets. They're super cold. The ice is right on the outside. It's awesome.
So great. And you know, I love on Sunday mornings to have something good like Lolitas.
Lolitas is awesome. That's if you're looking for, there's basically only a couple types of breakfast in Texas. You've got your standard 2 eggs and that sort of stuff. But if you want the Mexican breakfast, Lolitas is the place to go.
And you know, there is nothing short of shopping here. We love to shop too. There's a great little place called Spice Village. You can find things for kids, for adults. You can find things for your house. It's really fun.
Spice is awesome, and they are open on Sunday, so
Yeah,
that's a good alternative thing to do on Sunday. And the shopping is always getting better. We're developing, like the rest of Texas. We've got people coming here. But the thing that I don't want to miss, that I really want to talk about, is what people don't understand about Waco is how great the outdoor scene here is.
We have a park called Cameron Park, and I think it is one of the biggest parks within a city in the country.
Right.
I think Central Park may be the only one bigger. It's known for its bike trails, its hiking trails. It runs along the river. And it also has a sculpture garden on the way to Cameron Park Zoo. And even though it's a small zoo, it's a great zoo. I love it. We're getting penguins.
Right. Awesome.
Yes, we are.
And then on top of that, it turns out that it's great for crew, for rowing. We have people, national teams from all over the world coming to practice rowing here in Waco, which is sort of a good compliment to the fact that we also have got a great, hold on for it, surf park in Waco.
I know a person who moved from California for the surf park.
Right. And so there are world-class surfers that go to Waco Surf is the name of and it's a man-made surfing, but they practice their surfing. World-class surfers, and there's a lazy river, there's a great slide and jump, all of that sort of stuff. So and there's also Lake Waco.
I was just going to say that. Did you know that Lake Waco is the largest lake that is in a city limits?
I did know that. And so Waco has got more than just shopping. It's got more than just Baylor. It's got more than just Dr. Pepper. It's actually a great city to visit, to do all sorts of things.
It's great for girls' trips, and it's great for family trips.
Right. So if you want to learn more about Waco, go to texas10.com. and check it out. And we hope you like, subscribe, do all the social media things for the channel, and keep watching. We'll be back soon with another version of Texas 10 about another great place or thing about Texas.
We love Texas. See you soon.
Bye.
You, and I love this land. It takes my breath away. From the Palo Duro to the Gulf Coast plain, from the heart of the hill country to the piney wood shade, I love this land. It takes my breath away.